This is pretty easy. It's just pulling up on this one and lid comes off. Yeah, they got some weight to them. We got the IntelliChlor Power Center. We're gonna wire that up, and then our cell will plug right into here, bond it. And that will be mounted in this general area. Our power cord coming in.
Wow, quite a size difference.
Oh yeah.
Between the two, and this new one's probably even more efficient.
Absolutely.
Don't you think, yeah?
This thing is weighed. They definitely got some weight to them.
By getting this, do you eliminate the need for chlorine tabs 100%?
You don't add chlorine tablets since it generates chlorine. It's a salt pool now.
It generates enough.
It generates enough. This is up to 40,000 gallons. The pool's only 30, so it doesn't need to max out 100%. You know, if she's having a hard time. The older the cell gets, yeah, she may have to put a tab or two in a week, but this should keep it the level where it needs to be without her adding any chlorine tablets to the pool.
Okay. So if you had a really big pool, maybe you'd have to supplement.
You go with the IC40 and then you maybe 2 of them, and then you know, supplement with liquid chlorine.
But essentially, you don't have to handle chlorine.
You should not have to buy any tabs with a salt cell.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sure some people just prefer not to handle chlorine or chemicals as much.
I mean, it's very low maintenance. You clean them every 3 months, and that's it. It's pretty simple. Couple wire nuts, ground wire, and power center is installed. And we got a little bit of plumbing for the salt cell. She's gonna be rocking and rolling in no time. We got 220 on this one. Yes. Tuck that one back. Wire nuts nice and secure. Like to give them a little pull. That way we're not coming off inside the box.
See, are you working with like-to-like colors in there? Or you have to.
So this line here is actually labeled 220, but you can also, I'm assuming, wire it for 110, which I don't prefer doing.
Right.
Or just keep it 220.
Okay.
So that's what our relay is pushing out, 110 volts each leg. Nice and secure. Give the wire nut a couple pulls. We know that's not coming off. And we got a little slot right here for our ground wire.
Surgical.
There she goes. Doesn't help that I had a coffee today. Nice and snug. Rock and roll. Now we do a little quick test. Plug in our cell, flip on the breaker, and make sure we got power to our cell. Cells come with unions, obviously, quick disconnects, easy to clean the cell for the future, and pretty install to swap out the cell 5 years from now when it does fail. As long as we got green lights when it first turns on, the minute we hit filter pump. Cut this one off, we'll do a 2.5 inch overfitting, reduce it down to 2 inch, and bring the cell up. So it could either be here or here. I would prefer it closer to the return with the water going back to the pool, just so it doesn't back up in this direction. Nice clean coat all the way around both sides. Push it on, give it a little rotation. And I'm okay gluing this way with glue. It's just this top union. I'm going to glue the 90s on it and then drop it all down so it doesn't get onto the flow switch.
Very important.
I'm not gunking up the glue inside here, so it's not going to get all the way up in there. We'll leave a little bit of extra pipe here, future repairs. So we'll come up here, about 2-inch pipe, then our 90, and then just straight pipe going all the way down. And if I need to cut this, I will. It's not a problem. Try and clean off all the shavings from the pipe, because if you glue one of those, I've had them drip and leak before. Just do a quick dry fit, make sure we're level. We'll get this one glued, and then we'll drop our 290s right on top. Bam. 3.5-inch piece of pipe on the inside, and that's going to be her install. We'll paint the pipes, tape off the unions, and she should be working pretty good. Just a nice, quick, thin coat, so that second coat will really stick to it. You don't want to overdo it, because then it was just ruin and bleed. Wait a few minutes, let that dry. We'll do another quick coat. Don't mind overspraying me. Just don't want it on the slide here.
Taking the tape off.
We'll give that a few minutes for that glue to dry. We should have some green lights. This one's going to blink for about 10-15 seconds until it gets a solid salt cell reading. We're going to change the output of chlorine. Clean every 3 months. Muriatic acid and dilute it down with water. Good. Cell is on and producing. Yep. She's running pretty good.